So, you're planning your dream trip to Thailand? Awesome! It's an amazing country with beautiful beaches, delicious food, and friendly people. But before you pack your bags, there are a few things you need to know. There are certain items that are strictly prohibited in Thailand, and bringing them could land you in some serious trouble. We're talking fines, having your stuff confiscated, or even jail time. So, to make sure your trip goes smoothly, I've put together a list of things you should never bring to Thailand. Okay, let's start with something that might surprise a lot of you: cigarettes. I know you might be thinking, duty-free, let me stock up on cheap smokes. But hold on a second. Thailand has very specific rules about how many cigarettes you can bring into the country. You're only allowed to bring 200 cigarettes and a maximum of 250 grams of tobacco. That's it. Anything more than that, and you could be facing a hefty fine and watching your precious cigarettes get tossed in the trash by customs officials. Now, even more important, let's talk about vaping. If you're someone who uses e-cigarettes or vapes, listen up. These devices are completely banned in Thailand. I'm serious, guys. Don't even try to sneak one in. Thai authorities are super strict about this, and you could end up with a huge fine and your vape confiscated, or worse. It's just not worth the risk. Leave your vapes at home and enjoy the fresh Thai air. Next up, let's talk about alcohol. Good news, you are allowed to bring some booze into Thailand. You can bring 1 liter of alcohol, duty-free, 5. But honestly, there's really no need to go crazy stocking up at the duty-free shop. Thailand has a fantastic selection of beers, spirits, and local drinks available at very reasonable prices. Medications. Alright, now let's talk about something a little more serious. Medications. This is one area where you need to be extra careful and do your research before you go. If you're bringing any kind of medication, make sure you know the rules. For basic over-the-counter meds like paracetamol, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Advil, or simple pain relievers, you really don't need to pack them. These are easily available in pharmacies and even convenience stores all over Thailand. Same goes for vitamins. However, if you're on prescription medication, you can bring a supply for personal use. It's generally recommended to bring enough for a 1-month supply, but if you're staying longer, you can bring more. Just make sure you have a copy of your prescription from your doctor and keep your medications in their original packaging to avoid any problems at customs. And here's a pro tip. It's always a good idea to check with the Thai Food and Drug Administration website before you travel to make absolutely sure your medications are allowed in Thailand and that you're following the correct procedures. Some medications that are legal in other countries may be restricted or require special authorization in Thailand. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Food and fruits. Let's move on to food and fruits. This is another area where it's best to err on the side of caution. While some packaged snacks are usually okay, it's generally not a good idea to bring in fresh produce, meat, or any food that could potentially carry pests or diseases. This is to protect Thailand's agriculture and ecosystem. Bringing in fresh fruits and vegetables is often prohibited. And trust me, there's no reason to bring your own fruit to Thailand. Thailand is famous for its incredible variety of fresh, delicious, and exotic fruits. You'll find everything from mangoes and pineapples to durian and dragon fruit, all at super cheap prices and bursting with flavor. So, save space in your luggage and indulge in the amazing fruit bounty that Thailand has to offer. Illegal stuff, drugs, and more. Alright, now let's get really serious for a minute. I cannot stress this enough. Never, ever bring any illegal substances to Thailand. And I mean any illegal substances. That includes drugs of any kind. Yes, even weed. While Thailand has recently decriminalized cannabis for medical use, it's still illegal to bring it into the country for recreational purposes. Thai authorities have a zero-tolerance policy towards drug trafficking, and the penalties are incredibly severe. You could be facing years in prison, hefty fines, or even worse. Don't risk it. Leave any questionable substances at home and enjoy your vacation without putting yourself in danger. Also, be mindful of anything that could be considered offensive to Thai culture or religion. For example, avoid bringing clothing or items that depict images of the Buddha in a disrespectful way. Thailand is a predominantly Buddhist country, and it's important to be respectful of local customs and beliefs. Drones and cameras. If you've seen any of the aerial photos and video clips of Thailand's dazzling scenery, you may be tempted to pack your drone on your next trip here. But hold on, because bringing drones into Thailand requires some extra steps and paperwork. If your drone has a camera and weighs 2 kilograms or 4.4 pounds and more, it must be registered. Drones weighing more than 25 kilograms or 55 pounds need to be registered with the Minister of Transport. Make sure to complete the necessary registration process before you travel to avoid any issues at customs. You'll need to obtain special permits from both the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission (NBTC) and the Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand (CAT) before you travel. These organizations regulate drone usage in Thailand, and they need to make sure you're following all the rules and safety guidelines. So don't wait until the last minute. Do your research well in advance and get all the necessary permits sorted out to avoid any issues at customs. The good news is that you can bring your cameras and other filming gear without any problems. Other prohibited items. Alright, to wrap things up, let's do a quick rundown of some other things that are prohibited or restricted in Thailand. Pornographic materials. These are strictly forbidden in Thailand, so leave those adult magazines and videos at home. Counterfeit goods or pirated items. Don't even think about bringing in fake designer bags, knockoff watches, or pirated DVDs. Thailand takes intellectual property rights seriously. Buddha images or artifacts. You can admire these beautiful objects in Thailand, but don't try to take them out of the country. Exporting Buddha images, statues, or religious artifacts requires special authorization from the Fine Arts Department. Wildlife products from endangered species. Don't buy souvenirs made from ivory, turtle shells, coral, or any products derived from endangered animals. It's illegal and harmful to these vulnerable creatures. Firearms and ammunition. Unless you have a special permit from the Thai government, leave your guns and ammo at home. Large quantities of currency. If you're bringing in more than $20,000 or the equivalent in other currencies, you'll need to declare it at customs. Items with the Thai national flag. Be respectful of the Thai flag. Avoid bringing items that depict the flag in a way that could be considered disrespectful or offensive. Live animals. Bringing live animals into Thailand requires permits and often involves quarantine procedures. It quote as best to leave your furry friends at home unless absolutely necessary. Explosives. This one should go without saying, but explosives of any kind are strictly prohibited. Don't bring fireworks, firecrackers, or anything that could be considered dangerous. So there you have it, a comprehensive guide to things you should never bring to Thailand. I know it might seem like a lot of rules, but trust me, it's all designed to ensure the safety and well-being of both visitors and Thai citizens. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Do your research, pack smart, be respectful of Thai customs, and most importantly, have an incredible time exploring this beautiful country. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more travel tips and adventures. And if you have any questions about packing for Thailand or anything else, feel free to leave a comment below.